it was very nice to be so welcomely welcomed into many different countries, and have people just treat you top shelf all the time.
Where were some of your favorite countries to play, or even just to live and
I'll
experience?
tell you the most extraordinary story. I was playing in Sicily with the thing called the Harlem Review, and we had dancers like Cookie Cook and Buster Brown. These were the most legendary tap dancers in the world, and I was the bass player in the ensemble that provided the music for the dancers and all that stuff. And while in Sicily, the head of the mafia took us all out to dinner. And this was better than The Godfather, because this was a real guy. Now this guy walks in the room. He has about 2 or 3 guys walking with him. He's got on like a cashmere coat, all the going down to his ankles.
Right, right.
Like maybe a $5,000 cashmere coat.
Real player.
And he lifts up his arms like he's on the cross, and one of the cats takes his hat off, one of the cat takes off his coat, and they pull a chair and he sits down. He doesn't speak any English, but he just has, and we're in this really the best restaurant in Sicily. We have like a 15-course meal.
Yeah.
And I had my camera, so I took pictures of all of that.
Wow.
And I'm sitting there at the time, and this is the head of the Sicilian mafia.
Yeah, it's like out of a movie.
This guy,
Yeah.
he's in charge of half of Brooklyn.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and the meal lasted about 3 or 4 hours, and there was like several different young black female dancers, and he just raved about them, but anyway, he spoke to us through his interpreter, and we had a great time, and there was about 15 of us or so.
Wow.
And that was one of the most interesting.
Yeah.
I've been a lot of places, Paris, Rome, and everything, but when you have taken out to dinner by the head of the Sicilian mafia, you have gotten into a good place.
Well, that's amazing. Just even hearing that story, I feel like there were probably so many moments just in life where you had these this is my life moment.
Right.
This is really happening.
Right,
right. And I think people may not even realize that that's the gift of music. I think music can sort of take us to so many different places, and also create so many different life experiences for us. And I feel like, musicians like yourself who sort of created music and are creating music in a time where you see what you're creating as valuable. And the music that you've created and the people that you're impacting through it, it's boundless, and it's timeless. The things that were created in past years, we still appreciate and can appreciate now for their true value now. And that just goes to show, I feel like what you're saying is that much more impactful because, these stories aren't just normal everyday stories, but because of music, you have these life experiences now.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I've learned, that there is no race or culture that music isn't paramount in their daily life. There is absolutely no human being that's not, music isn't part of his daily life.
Right.
So music it's not like sushi or hamburgers. A lot of people don't like sushi. They don't eat sushi. And a lot of people don't like hamburgers, but everybody loves music. So when you're good at it, you get to be a lot of places where a lot of people who have resources and time take energy and time to come see what you do. So it's a beautiful thing in that way. And to think that people will buy airplane tickets and hotel rooms so that you can come do what you do. That, to me, was the payoff for those thousands of hours of sitting in my room by myself practicing.
Right.
So and the other thing is, for me, I came at the end of the golden age of jazz, so I got the chance to meet Almost everybody. Miles Davis, Dexter Gordon,
Yeah.
Art Blakey. Something always happens if you're really serious about what you're doing and you keep doing it. Somehow, you have to believe that nothing bad is going to happen. And it usually doesn't. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. What I'm looking for is what I call the goosebump factor. The people who make your skin have goosebumps or bring tears to your eyes. I'm looking for those people. I'm not looking for those people who can necessarily get thousands of tickets sold because they're really doing some really unimaginative, kind of flaky,
Right.
sexist, Beyonce shots from the stage looking up. But really just people who are studying and working very hard and may not be getting recognition, and also those who I think are the next stars. That's what you're going to be seeing in the future at WMC. Plus the old guard, which is us, because we are the house band.
Yeah.
And we got the stuff for you.